Okay, good morning. So it's a short Zimun today. We'll try and just finish off the Zimun. Kuf tzadi ches. Echad nichnas etzel shleisha she'achlu. Kuf tzadi ches. So, says the Mechaber, shleisha she'achlu, 3 people are eating, vehei mevarchin, and they are going to bench with a Zimun, v'nichnas echad shelei achal, and one person comes in who hasn't eaten. What does he do? Does he join in the Zimun? So imagine you go out for Friday night, you pop into your friends or neighbors, and they've just finished their meal, and they're just about to bench, and you haven't eaten with them. Do you answer with the Zimun? How does it work? So says the Mechaber, Shleisha she'achlu v'hei mevarchin, and 3 people are sitting and eating, and they are benching. V'nichnas echad shelei achal, and a person comes in and who has not eaten with them. Im nichnas k'she'omer ha'mevarech, if he enters when the mevarech is saying nevarech shechalnim shalai, so then says the Mechaber, Oine achrav baruch u'mevarech shmei tamid le'olam vayed. That's what you should say. Baruch u'mevarech shmei tamid le'olam vayed. V'im nichnas k'she'acherim oinim baruch shechalnim shalai. But if he comes in at the point where the others are responding and saying baruch shechalnim shalai, Oine achareim amen. He can't say baruch shechalnim shalai with them because it's not true. He hasn't eaten with them. So rather he should just say amen. Says the Ramah, Hagav v'chein b'chol habracha she'adam shomeh chayev la'anos amen. That's the rule. Anytime you hear a bracha, you should say amen. V'im heim asara, and if there happen to be 10 people there, omer baruch elokeinu mevarech shmei tamid le'olam vayed. When he comes in, when the mevarech is benching, and he says nevarech shechalnim shalai, if there are 10 people, he says nevarech elokeinu shechalnim shalai. So that person who he didn't eat with them, he just walks in, he should respond baruch elokeinu mevarech shmei tamid le'olam vayed v'adinim hoya sham k'shegamru le'achol v'lo achal imoim kachu eine acha mevarech v'acha anoinim. That's how he should behave in response to that, to hearing that declaration. Okay, says the Mechaber, says the Mishnah Berurah. Shaloi achal. So we're talking about a situation where you've got a Zimun, and someone just happens to be there. He walks in and he hears the Zimun. What should he respond? So he hasn't eaten with them. So the in footnote number 1 he says, V'chei mi she'achal v'kvar zimun. Not only someone who hasn't eaten, but even someone who has actually eaten and benched already, or he's already done the Zimun. He quotes Rabbi Fisher, she'oine be'echad sheloi achal klal. He responds as if he hadn't eaten at all, even though you might argue that he can still say baruch shechalnim shalai because he has eaten, but once he's benched already, then it's too late. Okay. So says the Mishnah Berurah in Aleph, sheloi achal ve'im shasa, or if he drank, afilu ne'nistaref imoim klal, even if he didn't join them at all, yochleim baruch shechalnim shalai. If he has eaten, albeit not with them, then it's not a lie, as it were, to say baruch shechalnim shalai. And even if he just drank something, that's enough. In fact, in footnote 2 it says, v'afilu shasa rak mayim mavur baruch hashulchan sheyochel lanes baruch shechalnim. It's okay for him to say baruch shechalnim shalai. Back to the Mishnah Berurah, the shtia b'chlal achila. Umiu ba'asara, however, when there are 10 people in Askaras Hashem, shehim baruch elokeinu shechalnim shalai, nisha prima godim b'sofek ayin sham. That's the prima godim is not sure about if it's so much, it's to the extent that it actually allows him to say elokeinu. Okay, Oina Acharov, says the Mishnah Berurah in base, baruch, you say after them this nusach, the whole svara of this Zimun is that when you walk into someone's place where they happen to be doing a Zimun and you're silent, it's not appropriate for you to just be silent. You should respond something. So again, just to summarize, what the Mechaber has said is, 3 people are sitting down eating, you walk in and you didn't eat with them, but you hear them do a Zimun. If you walk in when the Mevarech is saying Nevarech shechalnim shalai, at that point, remember how it goes, Rabbi Nevarech, they respond, Hishem Hashem Mevarech Mitzvah Hishem B'shus, Maranon, Rabbanon, Rabbi Nevarech shechalnim shalai. You walk in at that point, and you hear the Mevarech saying Baruch shechalnim shalai, you respond, Baruch u'mevarech shmei tamid le'olam vayed. You have to remember this Zimun to remember that nusach, right?
It happens when at a Shashut, you come in for Shashut.
Yeah. Right, and they're doing Zimun. Right, so if you haven't eaten with them, then you say Baruch Mevarech Shmei Tamid Le'olam Vayed. But if you come in a second later and the Acherim is saying Baruch Shechalnim Shalai, you just say Amen. Okay, and the svara is it's not appropriate to sit there whilst they're benching HaKadosh Baruch and you're not saying anything. If you look at number 6, what if you come in and you just hear the words Rabbi Sain Vorech, you just hear that. So he says number 6, Im Shama Rak She'omer Rabbi Sain Vorech, Ein Tzorech Lanus Yishim Hashem Vorech Me'atav Adon. You have to respond that. Mishum Shamiris Rabbi Sain Vorech Zerak Hazmon Zimun. Rabbi Sain Vorech is just a call to arms. He's just telling you, okay, Rabbi Sain, we should let's bench. That's what it's saying. Kamavu Le'el. Ve'ena Me'ikah Zimun, etc. So that's only when you hear the words in the Vorech Shechal Mishalei. Okay. Sif Cotton Gimel. But if you come in a second later and the Mevorach has already said his bit and the respondents are saying Baruch Shechal Mishalei, Rotzalem the Ozla Yuchalan as Baruch, you can't say Baruch Shechal Mishalei. Why? Kim Shleshama Piyam Mazamen Shabik Shlevarech. You came in a bit later, you haven't heard the Mevorach say his line. So then Oina Achrem Amen, you just say Amen, Kachala Brachas She'odem Shemem Pi Yisrael, Shetzorech Lanis Amen Achrov. It's like any other bracha, you can say Amen afterwards. Ve'im shama achar kach mepiyam mazamen k'shechazav am baruch shechal mishalai tzorech lanus oida pam Amen. Again you say Amen. K'chol ha'bracha she'adam shemeh mepi echad v'chazav v'shama isa ha'bracha mepi she'asheni. Like anything else, you hear bracha from one person, you say Amen. You hear bracha from another person, you say Amen. Also to over here, if you hear the respondents saying their bit, you say Amen. Then you hear that being repeated by the Mevorach, again you say Amen. Kosevataz im nichnas achar shekva hischel mevorach le mevorach shechalnu ein tzorech lanus Amen. Avakam achrenim cholkim azeh. Now, just interestingly, what should your kavana be when you say Amen? So if you look at number 7, he gives you the breakdown. Uchesha Amen kosevat shulchan aruch le'el shetzorech sheychavim beliba. You should have in mind emes hu habracha shebirech hamevorach v'ani mamin b'zeh. Yeah, you can. The guy is saying ber pro eitz. So I'm mamin that it's true what this person says, and Mishbura says over there, and you can say the same thing with regard to tefillah, that it's emes what this person has said, and the Hashem it should become true. What's your kavanah during when you hear kaddish? It's a future bracha. For example, the HaKadosh Baruch Hu's malchus should become revealed, but Agola means speedily, or Bizman Korov in a near time. That's a person's kavanah during Kaddish. Okay, let's just finish off. Sif Cotton Hay. So we said this is going on the Ramah, and it's like any other bracha. B'chala bracha shavim shemeh chayev lanus amen. Says in the Shabura, bein birchas hamitzvos, bein birchas halenin. Whatever the bracha happens to be, you say amen. And if you come in and it happens to be 10 people, and the Mevorach says Baruch Elokeinu Mevorach, then Baruch Elokeinu, so then your response is Baruch Elokeinu Mevorach Shmei Tamid Le'olam Vayet. Says in the Mishnah Berurah Sif Cotton Vav, Hainu K'sheshama LaHaMevorach Shama Mevorach Elokeinu. That's when you hear that. V'im Shama Rak LaHainim, and if you only hear the people responding, Omer Rak Amen Bilvad. Then again, like before, you say Amen Kanal, like we said previously. Or Birchas Nesuin Oiner Baruch Elokeinu, like that means Sheva Brachas, I think. Baruch Elokeinu Mevorach Shmei Tamid Le'olam Vayet Sha'asimcha B'maynei. Right, that's lashon in the benching of Sheva Brachas. Va'acha ha'onim rotzolei ma'af she'ama mitchila imam mesubim Baruch Mevorach tzorech lanas leb'soif gamkein acha ha'onim. Okay, say that. Amen. Yeah. Amen. Gamkein acha ha'onim. Okay, say that.